Okay, I was streaming for like around 10 minutes before realizing I had forgot to press the stream button. So thank you, Kamui, for telling me about the situation. I'm going to to go back to the beginning. I hope at least the screens, the cutscenes show again. Let's hope so. So yeah, as I was trying to explain, the for those that missed the end of the last episode, the main gimmick with Savant is that he actually uses different combinations of screen and shots. So the screen defines how you control your attacks, and the shots give you the properties of the attack that will come from them. So for example, system crash. Uh, when I use explosive, I get a screen that will get locked near me and will shoot on the direction that I'm holding. While with lightning, I get a drill. Instead of the spread shot that Boki gets, I get different strategies with him. Because a fun thing to do with both is to understand what is the difference between the two kinds of shots. Oops. Now I can just combine them, so like explosive superconductor. Anything combined with explosives is very good at breaking the terrain. Bulky's capability is really something special. The only reason I can make my powers imitate those constructs is because I already studied each of them extensively when creating the simulation. Bulky will be encountering those enemies for the very first time, and yet she will be able to imitate them even more effectively than I can. When you're playing with Savant, wave is generally connected to bubbles and wavy patterns. For example, if I combine wave because of the wavy movement of the screen with tornado that works by increasing power with the distance it travels, that's why it comes behind me. I can get the hurricane spin. That's a very powerful weapon that I have to control by manually spinning my body. Yeah, it works better for cramped rules. Like the rule is too large to abuse tornado that much. But for example, let's try to use force. Oops. Force and tornado. We can get after the storms that we get wavy homing projectiles. Really big robots. Also, Savant can't really process robots, so instead he no, process no, can really control the robots. So he just hacks them to work for him. So levels that rely a lot on those robots get different gimmicks, let's just say. me get the plasma. The plasma screen moves in the opposite direction that I move, so... I wonder how Book is going to respond to this stage. Unlike me, Book does not have any knowledge of hacking construct AI. However, if my calculations regarding her abilities are correct... Cool lasers! Yeah, also, when you're playing with... Whoops. With Savant, you have to be way more worried about positioning because a lot of his abilities require that you mess around with his screens. So you have to... Oh, M-bots. Oh, that sounds interesting. Okay, let's try this one. Oops. Aha, yeah, that's the one. So yeah, the bounce screen tries to connect to the nearest surface. So unless it's out off screen, it can shoot from any place on the screen. Here, let's see. Zodiac laser. So yeah, the Zodiac laser, it combines the quick shotgun effect with plasma's lasers. So I get a constellation shot. Like, I love the creativity of each of the weapons. Okay, let's see. Velocity drill. Let's get lightning, thunderbolt. The laser drill has armor piercing properties. Now let's use superconductor, so it's... Oops. Because it has a wider range, so it's easier to abuse it against those enemies. So yeah, the trick with Savant is that you have to keep preparing your attacks. Like, you can just rush your enemies, shoot your best weapons. Like, his attacks are very conditional. Like, I somehow lost my perfect from the last like stretch of the level. Oops. I took damage for no reason. Okay, let me try again. I love that those are actually pretty strong choice for the fights because uh, with force I can just stay behind so I don't get in the line of fire, so I can defend myself. Also, movement attacks. Servant can't use movement attacks, so he instead will summon a copy of the enemy to do them for him. Katai! I believe if he can, like, there is a specific level that I believe that he can do. Oh, a Gatai. I suppose the encounter works as suitable into the beginner portion. If Book makes it this far, then she will be ready to start tackling the more complex scenarios I provide for her. Book's for its real objective is going to be something simple, saving a forest from cybers. But I think I have a plan to make it much more interesting. The Wilds. Dandelion Grove. Let's see. Let's get split. By the way, there is an interesting thing with the using those special singular weapons. Is that some of them have different properties when being used by Savan. Let's see. Oops. Attack probe. Oh, no, I understand why you said Gatai. Yeah, the achievement of the bosses of this game is that they are actually combinations of multiple robots. Now I get it. I feel that when Bucky copies a wind-based power, she will only use it vertically, like that ninja hero she watches. In any case, I prefer to use the wind long-range attacks more. It does much more damage than close-range attacks. Yeah, he's just explaining his how his attacks work. Okay, let's see. Explode. Polymorph freaking beta. Certain fights with Savant become easier simply by virtue of Savant having an 8-way dodge, so it makes the whole thing less annoying to work with thanks to the landing lag that Poki has. Oh! I almost got it perfect. Aquamarine. Hello, is this the office of a certain Mr. Savant? Oh, you're here sooner than expected. Did you forget how fast I am, silly? Well, I still have to finish giving off the levels one more round of testing before they're ready for you to deliver to Boki. I suppose having another pair of eyes watching could be beneficial to the testing process. You can stay if you'd like. Yay, that sounds like fun. Oops. Okay, let's see. No, superconductor? Phantasm Drill. Bubble boom! Verdant Lake. Wow, this game looks so realistic. I bet it's super fun to go in and zap some of those mean constructs without having to worry about the consequences. I appreciate your compliments, but I sincerely hope Book sees this as more than a game. This is supposed to train her for battle against the real cybers. Point taken, but training can still be fun. Ah, now I get the fun one. Okay. So the thing with remote is that remote actually allows you to freely control your screen's movement. By holding attack in a direction, so you can get some weird combos going. But I need ranged weapons, like wave is not that interesting to use with it. Let's see, I have got out of remote, rising tide, scouting streams must be good. Okay, let's go. Wetlands. I can combine this screen with a special weapon to get special aiming. So for example, explode plus typhoon. I can use explode to aim my typhoons for me. Mm-hmm. No! Ah! Wrong button! This would be an important lesson for Boki. When the cybers are under pressure, they won't hesitate to take whatever measures are necessary to secure victory. Yeah, they're a bunch of big meanies. Of course the cybers are desired to be in the control of every situation. They will not start a fire without also having a way to put it out. Putting out the fire using the cyber's own device is hopefully that will teach Boki how foolish it is to turn the enemy's power against themselves. Flash fire. Blazing canopy. Wait, that's me. Oh, stupid. I dashed into the fire. Steaming tag team. As you can see, if you have seen this fight on Boki's campaign, Boki only fought one of them fused together. So yeah, Savant has his own boss variants. And somehow between those muscle robots puts out a fire and saves the forest? If this simulation weren't based on 100% proven scientific data, I would honestly be skeptical. Well, hopefully Boki will be able to accept it and move it to the next mission. Chemical plant. Precarious catwalk. Why did they burn down the entire forest just to try to stop someone from coming here? Is this a saber's base? Indeed it is. It's this chemical plant stands on the outskirts of a neighboring industrial complex controlled by the cybers. There's a factory in the center of the complex producing illusions of evil constructs. It will be Boku's job to shut it down. Oops. Oil refinery. Everything looks so hazy and polluted. It is like one of those dark and gritty games that are popular nowadays. Are you trying to connect with today's youth? You and I both know that cyberspace aren't exactly the most pleasant place to be. Ah, I was just teasing. Don't take everything so seriously. Yeah, never shoot under yourself when you're underwater because underwater no, under oil. Oops. Cross blaster. Let me see. Search and destroy. Remote location. So yeah, for Savant, remote is the one with the swords. I can get this and this, and now I can do this. Let's see. How do I hit in there? Let's see, it's telling me to use remote and big bubble. Oh, yeah. Let's see. Spider laser. Polluted outskirts. Parallel circuits. Let's reverse it, it's better. Machine gunner. Phantom edge. Let's see. I'm trying to remember. There's one that I can draw a square on the screen that eats projectiles, but I don't remember which one. Secret lab. It's way more fun to use this weapon with Savant simply because I don't need to stay stationary, so I can just move around the explosion. Volatile chemicals. Now some fun combinations. Remote with chemical. I can now control remotely where the bombs will be dropped. The chemical vials will be dropped. With force pulse chemical, I can remotely aim them. Like Sava is kind of hard to grasp at first, but and he looks like a very big main character, but it's more about learning to interact with his mechanics. For example, let's see. Oops. Tornado Shiki. The tornado stays behind me, and the explode stays in front of me, so I can get some. Oops. Up. Yeah, I can't combine the two summon weapons. Heat Wave. Invincible Legion. Done. Jelly processing and strategy. Consumers are encased in extremely durable, bouncy goo. The same amazing invention is also used to for non-malicious things, like protecting sensitive equipment. Yeah, but the best thing is to bounce on it. I can already levitate, so doing so would be pointless and childish. Doesn't stop me, you know. Ta-da! Wasn't that stage a little easy for you? Seems to me it was made for someone who can float, huh? No, I'm afraid it wasn't. Then why don't you play it for the real way? Are you too shy to bounce around those jellies contracts? That isn't bounce on the jellies! Oh, it appears my hand has slipped and I'm already being sent to the next mission now. Danger. Lawrence Breaker. Aimbot. Dun, dun, dun. Plasma and chemical. A little anticlimactic, don't you think? In what way? Every world in the simulation ends with a large encounter like this. No, I mean, this is a cyber base, right? After you beat the big boss man, shouldn't the whole base start blowing up and you have to escape? Yes, I do believe I catch your drift. Give me one moment. Something like this, correct? Yeah, that's much better. The underground. After the chemical plant self-destruct, Spoke will escape to the caves. This will let her approach the factory from below. The factory is Spoke's final goal for this part of the simulation, and then I have to twist plan once she beats it. Nightmare Wheel. Minor inconvenience. Can be found in trace amounts in nature, but nobody knows how to synthesize these recipes artificially. Deep underground mines often run into crossroads that are searching for deposits of this vital material. How inconvenient! I love that the Savant just changed outfit when he changed outfit texture when he changed his weapon. TNT tunnel. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, dun, dun. Spooky Skeleton Cave. Oh, this level name has a nice ring to it. I bet there are going to be lots of Kelgans there. Huh? It may be Orzhinav's too? Oh, right, I suppose. I should have expected that you would be well acquainted with different types of constructs. You're pretty sure for someone who fought them for many years. Or maybe you just need to learn to loosen up a little. Now let's see those spooks. Okay, let's see, what can I make? Atmosphere, let's see. Okay, yeah. Crosswinds. Mm-mm. Die already. Hmm. Stalagmite scramble. Real trap. Dynamite everywhere. I did it! Electromagnetics 101. If you want Poki to learn about electromagnetism, you should let me teach her instead. Good point. Perhaps after this testing session I'll replace this course with one that teaches an equally vital application of her abilities. Don't have just with your teachers to use this specific weapon. The good part of Savant not being able to directly control the right armors is that he can actually get both of them working at the same time. So yeah, levels that have a lot of them will be really fun to play around. So now, remote and Euro, I get a portable shield generator. Let's see. Electromagnetics. Mining drone, asteroid belt. I believe asteroid belt's going to be one. Elevator shaft. Teamwork Tyrant. Stop right there, you smart little insect. I'm going to flatten you into paste. Mazilk. The factory, mechanical warehouse. After traveling through the caves, Boke ends up right in the middle of this factory. What kind of factory would be connected to a cave? The chemical plant produces explosives for mining. The materials they mine are shipped straight to the factory to produce more concrete. With half of the operation destroyed, Boke needs to shut down all of the power sources to complete her mission. Arc bolt. Maximum voltage. Multi-lock-on. The power went out. I'm guessing that's part of Boke's super important mission, right? Indeed, her goal will be to sabotage 2 electro generations in order to shut down the factory. Oh, I bet my powers would be useful for this. One down, two to go. Thunderclaws. Recycling center. Ah, great. Okay. No. Obsolete engine. Hydroelectric plant. Let me see. This first one, Halo. Black boat. Bzz. There goes another one. Idiots! Another power station has been sabotaged. If our production lines are stopped, it will jeopardize our entire plan. Protect the main reactor with everything you have. I recognize that angry construct that spoke just now. Are you sure Book is ready to fight something that powerful? By the time she reaches the end of this training, I'm certain she will be. But there are plenty of shorter-term things to be worrying about. There's only one generator left. Got you closer, son. Penguin Gulf. Hey, it's going to be one of your city levels that has invincible penguins, isn't it? Well, yes. The servers are constantly do produce machineries made of shadow metal. Since more durability can mean more damage, which usually chance with backfiring and destroying their own troops. I love the implication, the running joke that he's just a dog that speaks shit on the penguins. Art boat. Green boat. Oh! Done. Security tunnel. Infinity Mind. Let me see. Main reactor. Was that the last one? Yes, but we both know how resourceful the servers are. Boku have to take down their backup generation in order to truly finish their mission. I smell a boss battle! Yeah, he gets a different boss too. Woo! That's really cool boss, but how will Book fight it? She can't float like you, right? She can jump fairly high, but perhaps I could add more platforms. Oh, if this is a factor, why you should replace it with your creature instead? They're my favorite, they blew up, I mean. Hold that thought for a moment. That next event is just about to start. Our nemesis has been defeated. Contain him immediately. That really hurts a bit more than expected. After this encounter, Boku will get captured and sent to the dungeon. Hopefully, it won't be as easy to escape for Boku as it is for me. Prison break. Even though I didn't get captured, I still had to put myself in the dungeon anyway. I need to simulate what it's like to attempt to break out. A dungeon, huh? How exciting. This is supposed to be serious, you know? Woo! Cell block. Angel's Barricade. For those that are having difficulty following how the nut arrow works, the more it bounces, the better its attack becomes. So yeah, you have to plan to make it bounce like a few times for it to get its maximum capacity. Ooh, did it. Whew. Dungeon Series. Wait, huh? You're going into the sewers, but you're wearing your fancy clothes. Oh, those, they're quite durable actually. I used magic to make them waterproof, fireproof, and explosion proof. That's starting to sound less like an outfit, more like a suit of armor. Their buttons are always delightful. I died. I'll try one more time and then I'll finish the session for today because it's already getting late. Like, since I was breezing through the levels too fast, I decided to get an honest reward, but it's not really going to be worth it. Ah! Whew. Sealed passage. Rising tide, it becomes faster and stronger the more you hold it on. No! Yeah, let's go. Let's finish it. We're finished for today, but thank you for being here and see you next time.